Hello and welcome. My name is Corey Green, and I'm here to talk to you about my application recipes and give you kind of a post-mortem um, rundown on the application. So, to summarize the development process for this application, basically I came up with the idea to utilize some sort of web service API um, in the form of JSON data. And I wanted to either utilize music or do a recipe, and I chose the recipe portion of it. So I basically looked at a few different applications that were out there, what they had going for them, what they were lacking, and I tried to combine the best of what they had with something that I felt was lacking, which was the ingredient search portion of my application. So from here you can actually go through the ingredients and check off what you have and then actually do a search, and it comes back with a list of available recipes to choose from. And I think that kind of sets it apart. That small feature kind of sets it apart from the other applications. So that's really cool to see. I like that. So after I got that thought in my head to do that, I kind of ran with it and started to develop from there. So from week 2 to week 4, I started in on the individual activities. So I wanted to get the main screen done first. It wasn't populated with data at first. It required a service API to fill that data up. And from there, I went to my favorites, about page, the recipe details, nutritional facts, and kind of just went one activity at a time. And I made sure to keep them talking with one another, so passing data along with the intents, and also doing service calls and broadcast receivers. So that was basically my development process. The challenges for this month were, they were pretty big. I had this class before, so I wanted to utilize as many list views, grid views, service APIs as I possibly could to kind of ingrain it in my memory on how to do these things. So I wanted to make those challenges more memorable. So I think I did that pretty well here. I've got a grid view, I've got list views, I've got custom list views, I've got many service API calls, I've got broadcast receivers pulling data back in and letting the rest of the application know that it's done. So there's a lot going on here, and I've also got 5 separate files to keep track of at any one time. So that's a huge challenge. But that also runs into my accomplishments. I feel like I've done a really good job on this application as a whole and kind of kept it together and not made it fall apart. At any one time, if it could fall apart, and I felt like I kept it all together pretty well. Do I consider my app a success? Very much so, on a personal level, and also I think as a professional level, I think I've done a really good job making this app cohesive. So what do I consider my most valuable lesson learned? Time. Keep track of everything, and also make sure that you're on time with projects like this. I really liked the fact that we were on like a timeline, that we had to get certain things done in a certain amount of time. That might give us a glimpse into the job force, and I think that is awesome. So just keeping track of your time, getting done what you think that you can get done, and not overexerting yourself. I think that's another good one. So yeah, that's my application as a whole, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and this was my post-mortem video. Talk to you guys later.